If there's one person that Jerry might be honest with, it's you. So I was hoping that you could ask him if there's some weird side effect that could be the reason for Nicholas's behavior. This is getting worse. Jackson, I'm afraid of what could happen next.
Why are you talking to Jackson about me?
She was just asking me about Jerry.
I specifically heard you say something about me getting worse. So what is it you think you can find out?
I have no idea what's wrong. Nicholas, all I know is that you've been having these emotional outbursts, and it's not
Then why
like
discuss
you.
it with him and not me?
Look, Emily was worried that your health might be compromised by the poison my brother was injecting you with. She asked me to speak to Jerry. Now, I'm sorry if this is uncomfortable for you, but it might be worth looking into.
Well, if you would have bothered to talk to me first, I could have told you that Robin ran some blood tests, which all came back clear.
I know. Nicholas, I ran across your test results at work. Since you ran those tests without confiding in me, I thought that you might not be willing to have an open conversation about it. And then I found out that you attacked Logan Hayes for a second time.
That's right, I did. Because he humiliated my sister and broke her heart.
Well, is it rational to attack someone in public and have to be pulled off of them? I think you need help, Nicholas, whether you want to admit that or not.
I spoke with Jerry about the poison, who was very amused, by the way. And in his opinion, the poison was developed just to kill people, that's it. There are no known lasting side effects.
Jerry lies whenever it suits him, Nicholas. He might be truthful with his own brother.
Look, I'd be willing to try.
The two of you are overreacting here. Have I had a short fuse lately? Yes. But Robin's tests show that I'm perfectly healthy, so maybe I'm just a little stressed. You really want to help? Keep your damn brother away from me. That certainly will ease a bit of my tension.
Okay. If you change your mind about questioning Jerry, just let me know.
Don't you ever go behind my back again.
Anything for me?
Rather than Dr. Scorpio having a meltdown because you looked at a patient's lab results?
Okay, maybe I overreacted a bit. But it wasn't just any patient, it was Nicholas. Which is probably why you couldn't help but look in the first place. But there's a matter of patient confidentiality, I'm sorry. The truth is, if something was happening with the man that I love, moot point. Still, I should have asked you first. It's okay, it's done. Don't worry about it. But I'm sure you saw that everything's fine. His blood work was clean. No, but he's not fine. Robin, there's something wrong. Why do you say that? He's had mood swings, these extreme outbursts of anger where he just flies off the handle. He's broken things, and it's getting worse. He's getting physically violent with people. Listen. Look, I understand that you felt betrayed, but...
There's something really important I need to ask you. This afternoon at the Metro Court, who left first, me or you?
You did. Nicholas, why would you even... You don't remember.
No, I don't. I mean, I remember talking with you and Jax. And the next thing, I'm at the damn coffee house. And I don't know how I got there.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. I don't know, but there's something really wrong. With the anger and now I'm losing time. I don't know what the hell's the matter with me.
That you don't remember anything between the time you saw me at the Metro Court and finding yourself outside of the coffee house.
Nothing. It's happened twice before, too. Earlier today, and then the night that Sonny's nanny was murdered.
One of the first things that they teach you in medical school is not to pre-diagnose. Okay, it's impossible to make an accurate assessment until we've gotten all of the information. So the first step is just to schedule a full battery of tests.
But Robin already ran blood tests, and there was nothing there to indicate that there was a problem.
Yes, but you need a CT scan and an MRI just to rule out any underlying causes that might not have shown up in your blood work.
Why do you think it might be neurological or...
I guess it's too soon to tell. Once we get the test back, then we'll have a better idea of what we're dealing with. But whatever it is, we're gonna deal with it together.
I love you.
An MRI tomorrow. That's the answer that you expect me to give Nicholas Cassadine, one of the hospital's most generous benefactors? I'll be sure to tell him how sorry you are for the inconvenience, and the next time Mr. Cassadine is approached for a donation and he says that his schedule is full, I'll be sure to tell Dr. Ford all about this conversation. Tomorrow will be fine. 9 a.m.
Remind me to never get on your bad side.
All I did was make a call. It was the Cassadine name and the threat of losing a major donor that got you bumped to the head of the line.
Well, it's nice to know that my family's name and money is finally good for something.
We should have some answers by tomorrow.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing more that we can do tonight, I have a favor to ask of you.
I don't see how letting you take me out to dinner constitutes as a favor.
You're helping take my mind off things.
Nicholas, there's no point in worrying until we know what it is we're actually dealing with, okay?
Well, Emily, I'm having the MRI in the morning. If it turns out there is a problem, then we'll be spending the majority of our time over the next few weeks and months talking about treatment and so forth. I don't want my health to potentially monopolize every single conversation that we're going to have. So, I'd like to spend the rest of this evening focusing on us, if that's okay.
I'm all for that.
Do you remember that park? That park at the end of the Champs-Elysees that I took you to? You remember that?
The one with the Ferris wheel?
Yes.
Had the most incredible view of the city.
Yeah. We were up there for hours, just looking at the view. It's one of the best nights of my life. What about you? You have a favorite memory?
I know what you're doing. Afraid your condition's going to deteriorate, aren't you?
A very smart intern recently told me that it's useless to worry or get ahead of yourself.
Okay, well then why are you acting like you're not going to be around to make more memories?
I'm just making conversation. But you're avoiding the question. Come on, it can't be that difficult.
I have a lot of favorite memories. You're going to have to be more specific.
Okay, fair enough. What is the best party you've ever been to?
Oh, why would you want to talk about that? You hate parties.
I most certainly do not hate parties.
Yes, you do. You've turned subtly checking your watch into an art form. You make polite yet forced conversation and count the seconds until we can go home.
Am I really that bad?
I like to think it adds to your brooding mystique.
Well, it can't be much fun for you, though.
No, I like to get all dressed up and go out. You know, even if it's just for a few hours.
Okay, fine. Then what is your idea of the perfect party?
That would be easy. It would be like the Bacchanalia that your uncle threw. Only nobody gets their heart broken and nobody dies.
The Bacchanalia would be your favorite party. I paid absolutely no attention to you.
Yeah, you were too busy staring at Robin. But you did manage to tear yourself away long enough for a waltz, which is still one of the most amazing moments of my life.
Well, it was just one dance.
With a prince. Nicholas, every little girl grows up reading fairy tales and dreaming of going to the ball. And that night, my dreams came true. I still remember how perfect Windermere looked.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Why don't I call Alfred and tell him to air out that old ballroom? We can go back and we can dance all night. How's that? And I promise that you will have my undivided attention this time.
You know, Cassadine, you should have kept your hands to yourself, because now you're looking at criminal charges for assault on Logan Hayes.
He's filing charges?
I am, on my son's behalf. You know, Cassadine, the trouble with attacking people in public is there's always a lot of witnesses. And in this particular case, I got quite a few that say you attacked Logan Hayes without provocation.
But don't use me as a way to curry favor with your son.
No, I'm trying to clean up this town by getting people like you off the streets.
Oh my God, you can't be serious.
Yeah, I am. You know, this is not the first time your boyfriend's done this. He attacked Jerry Jacks right here in this lobby.
I think holding us hostage, threatening our lives, and refusing to give my father medical attention while he was having a heart attack is provocation enough.
Well, you know what? He was clear to that. But I don't think you're gonna be quite so lucky, because with your history of violence, my witnesses, I'm not gonna have a problem here. So if I was you, I'd call Alexis and have her bring her best game, because I will be arresting you in the morning.
Yeah, well, I'll give you something to arrest me for.
You pig!
I thought... Yeah, well, I'll give you something to arrest me for.
You pig! If you want to arrest someone, you arrest me. I'd be more than happy to tell a judge and jury how you threatened and harassed Nicholas.
Your boyfriend attacked 2 people without provocation. I got witnesses.
So you think you can just throw your weight around because you're the special prosecutor?
Emily, you don't have to do this. Don't give him any reason to file a frivolous charge against you, too, okay?
Cassadine, you're guilty of assault and battery. I don't think the law sees that as frivolous.
Tell me, does your son plan to testify against me?
You think you can throw some money at him and he's just gonna slink away?
I'll tell you what I think. I think that you're feeling somewhat guilty about a son that you never knew existed. And now that he's all grown up and a big boy now, you're trying to overcompensate for that. Something that my attorney, Alexis, as you know, will be all too quick to point out in court. So, when that warrant for my arrest comes through, I'll be at Windermere.
Remind me not to order an appetizer, main course, and chocolate souffle the next time we go to the Metro Court.
So just the souffle, then?
The dinner was wonderful.
Yeah.
Company, even better.
Until Scott showed up.
I'm sorry, Nicholas. I should have let you handle it. He just made me so angry.
You slapped him to keep me from going into one of those rages again, didn't you?
You stayed in control.
Barely. What if next time I attack someone, I actually try and kill him?
I don't think you would ever go that far.
Maybe I already have.
I don't believe you'd ever hurt me, Nicholas.
I wish I had your confidence. What if I lose control with you, the way I did with Logan and Jerry?
See, that's my point. You got physically violent with 2 people that you dislike. Anyone who knows what Jerry's done to you would say that you're perfectly justified. It seems that whatever's happening to you is magnifying your anger so that it overwhelms the rational part of your brain. The part that throws up barriers and allows you to act with restraint.
I don't know.
I'm sure when Logan humiliated Lulu, you wanted to throttle him. This chemical imbalance, or whatever it is, throws away those barriers that would ordinarily stop you from acting on that impulse.
Okay, so what you're basically saying is I'm still myself, just a little angrier?
Yeah, I can live with that.
I'm really sorry I yelled at you.
Apology accepted. So as long as you don't yell at me when I drag in from the hospital and leave my scrubs all over the floor.
Ooh, I don't know.
And I think I can manage this.
Okay. It's a deal.
Believe it or not, I am trying to keep this divorce simple. We both want it. We're not fighting over alimony or property. The only issue is custody and visitations. And that's probably best left for the lawyers to sort out.
Sometimes when you make a mess and you leave it for other people to clean it up, they make a bigger mess. Dr. Behar wants you an x-ray.
We'll pick this up later. Right. Hey, how happy are you to be done with night shift duty?
Let me count the ways. Thank you. Oh. Unfortunately, the after effects still linger. Mrs. Myers in 1012, she needs a dressing change.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Okay, I'm gonna take my break now.
Okay.
Epiphany, I need the blood panel on the gastroparesis patient.
Oh, Dr. Drake took that. He ordered an MRI to rule out the possibility.
How closely do you monitor Dr. Drake, Nurse Mar?
Just enough to do my job. And should you like to take this up with him personally, he's in the ER, cubicle 2, checking on a patient.
Hey, Robin. If you have a minute, I'd like to talk to you about Nicholas.
Elizabeth never checked to see if I was on board with Diane as her attorney. She just hired her.
I think she just went with somebody she knew who happened to be available.
It wasn't enough that Elizabeth slept with Jason and then lied the whole time we were married. Now she brings in Jason's attorney into our divorce?
I don't think that thought ever really entered into her mind.
Maybe. Maybe not. I just want Alexis to protect me.
Lucky, you're spoiling for a fight here. I highly advise against it. You push this too far. Okay? Someone will get hurt.
Hi, Mr. Castaneda. I've got your receipt right here.
Come on, get on. Where the hell did that come from?
Did you happen to go any further with the blood panel that you did on Nicholas?
There was nowhere else to go. Since Nicholas was so vague about his reasons for wanting to get blood work done, I tested for anything and everything. He's clean.
Okay. We've stepped things up a little bit.
How so?
CAT scan, MRI, the works.
Okay, Nicholas didn't tell me what's going on. Are you going to?
Honestly, Robin, I don't know what's been going on, except Nicholas has been having these episodes.
Describe them.
He flies into rages, much more than the situation calls for, and he's been losing time.
That's not good.
Yeah. There have been incidents of violence as well. He attacked Jerry and Logan Hayes twice, and that's just what we know about. I think that he might have come to you because he thinks that this is a side effect of the poison that Jerry injected him with.
That's totally possible, and if that's what it is, Nicholas's condition could be treatable and temporary.
What if it isn't?
Do you need to see a doctor, Mr. Cassidy?
You didn't tell me you got hurt. Heard about what happened at the police station. You're very brave. So not to criticize a hero or anything, but maybe next time you could leave the restraining of the prisoner to the cops.
What am I supposed to have done?
You don't remember?
No. I spoke with Lucky at the PCPD, paid the fine for the misdemeanor charges, got filed, and next thing I know, I'm walking down the street with blood on my hands.
A prisoner got loose in the squad room. He was out of control. He was on drugs.
Lainey told you this?
Yeah, she was there visiting someone. She said that he went after the gun and then you attacked him and you threw him down to the floor.
Well, I'm a hero, then can't be that bad.
Yeah, Lainey was concerned about the level of violence on your part.
What's a little unsettling that I don't remember, but at least I did something good this time.
I'm gonna page Robin and Patrick and order a full neurological workup, Nicholas.
No. I've already had all the blood work done, along with a battery of all kinds of other tests. They didn't find anything.
You have
So whatever's
gaps in
wrong
your
with
memory.
me can't be that
fights
serious.
That you don't remember. Your violence is escalating.
Well, it's my problem. I'll deal with this. Why don't you support me for once instead of trying to control every damn thing in my life?
Got a male, found stabbed down off of 3rd Street. BP's 85 over 45 and fallen.
The attending won't answer his page.
Okay, I'll take it. Get me some nurses.
Everyone's already assigned. I'm in RN.
All right. Well, let's go then. Trauma 1.
Okay, I got a call. You need help?
Yeah, this guy's been stabbed. Massive blood loss. His BP's dropping. See your stethoscope?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Losing a lot of blood. Type and cross for 4 units.
He's got diminished breath sounds. I think the knife might puncture his lungs, so he could have a pneumothorax. Get me a chest x-ray stat. What'd you say his BP was?
78 over 42.
Okay, we're gonna have to stabilize him before we get into the OR. Get me a chest tube placement ASAP, okay? You.
Nadine.
Yes, Nadine. Come give me a secondary line, set up an IV wide open. Then I need you to call the blood bank and find out where my O-neg is.
The number's above. Okay.
Man, one thing's for sure. Whoever stabbed this guy really wanted him dead.
We need to get this guy into surgery and stop the bleeding before he goes into DIC.
All right, I'll call OR. Tell them we're on our way.
Hey, you took a wallet off this guy, right?
Right.
All right, go through it. Find out who he is so we can notify the family.
His name's Jerry Jacks. Prep OR 2 for a stab wound to the chest. Dr. Julian is going to bring him up right now.
What's going on in here?
I like to call it a triage.
I'm familiar with the procedure, Dr. Julian, but I'm unclear on why you are the one performing it.
Well, the attending wasn't answering his page.
The desk nurse should have tried someone else. You're still recovering from a gunshot wound, now, aren't
He
you?
was bleeding out, Dr. Ford. There wasn't time to call another doctor.
This man needs a trauma team, and you're only an intern, and you... Excuse me, miss. Who are you?
Nadine Crowell. I'm a licensed RN.
You're not on the hospital staff.
She was the only nurse available.
We haven't verified her credentials. You'll have to leave, miss.
Look, throw her out on your own time. Right now, she's helping me keep this patient alive.
Understand?
I'm here to visit my sister Jolene. She's in a coma.
I know all about your sister, Miss Crowell, and exactly what she's capable of.
I know my sister, and I honestly don't believe she would ever kill anyone. Is there any way this could be a mistake?
No. We have the financial records. Jolene was being paid by Medcam to undermine this hospital. I'm not going to allow you to walk in off the street and start caring for patients. You are a liability waiting to happen.
I would never interfere with patient care. The ER was understaffed, and I volunteered to help until another nurse could be found.
His blood pressure's starting to drop again.
Yeah, this guy might not make it through surgery. Call the family, get them down here. Nadine, hang me 2 more units of O-neg.
Miss Crowell is not on staff here. Orderly, come. Help Dr. Julian get this man to OR. Miss, leave before I have security throw you out.
Hello?
Carly. It's Emily. I'm at the hospital.
Is everything okay?
Jerry was just brought into ER with a stab wound to the chest.
Is it serious?
He's lost a lot of blood. They're going to take him up to surgery right now to see if they can stop the bleeding. You and Jack might want to be here.
We're on our way.
Run our way where?
To the hospital. Jerry was stabbed in the chest. If we hurry up, we can make it there before he goes into surgery.
No.
Nicholas Cassadine?
I'm Detective Harper. I have a few questions for you. Then the perp got loose at the station and you helped subdue him.
Yes, he went for a gun and then that was pretty much all there was to it.
Did you happen to see how the prisoner got loose? I'd like to know who screwed up the booking procedure.
Are you from Internal Affairs or?
On the purpose of my arrest, I sent him with the squad car, and I'd like to know who took the cuffs off.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. The first I noticed him, he'd already gotten loose.
You're Lucky Spencer's brother, right?
That's right.
So, you were visiting Lucky in the squad room?
Yes, is that against procedure as well?
I don't mean to be throwing attitude. I'm new to the department, so I'm still trying to figure out how things work. We never had an officer-civilian brother do a takedown in my old precinct.
Well, I'm sure that your officers would have restrained him had I not been able to.
Well, from what I hear, you had the perp on the ground before our guys could even draw their weapons.
I just did what anyone else would do in that situation.
Well, I don't know too many people who can think that fast on their feet when there are guns involved.
Well, I'm glad I could help. Listen, I really need to get home. I have an important business call to make. So.
Well, thank you. The department owes you one.
Might be a while before he wakes up.
How'd the surgery go?
Dr. Julian was able to repair the damaged artery, but he still lost a lot of blood.
And they don't know who did this?
No, not yet.
He has a long list of enemies. Where'd they find him?
On a side street near the police station. When the paramedics found him, he still had his phone and his wallet in his pockets.
So whoever did this wasn't trying to mug him.
It doesn't look that way.
Wonder if it was the same person who killed Letitia.
Hey, Carly, like you said, Jerry's made plenty of enemies. I'm sure whoever stabbed him is in no way connected to Letitia's death. I have to take some blood work up to the lab. Are you gonna be okay?
Fine. Thank you.
All right, doctor's gonna be in to see him in a minute.
I don't care if you die. But your brother couldn't take it.
Good evening, sir. Is everything all right?
Why do you ask?
If you don't mind me saying so, you seem somewhat distracted.
Yes, yeah, I think it's just with that business deal we got going on right now, and also, of course, the uncertainty of my health.
How may I be of assistance?
Would you mind just giving me a little privacy?
Certainly, sir.
Thank you.
Might work better if you actually poured that into the glass. Never mind.
What do you want?
Alfred was kind enough to make the girls a snack, so I was coming to get it to take it out to them.
Alfred's being paid to maintain this home, not take care of your
All right, you know what? Enough. You want us to leave, just say the words. Don't work this hard to drive us out.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you, okay? You just startled me when you came in.
I don't know who to expect when I walk into a room. I don't know if I'm going to get nice Nicholas or I'm going to get mean and rage Nicholas who throws barware at my head.
I'm not in the mood to rehash an unfortunate incident that never happened to begin with.
It's not just one incident. Ever since we moved in here, your entire personality has changed, and I would like to know why.
Well, maybe you're good friends. Jerry's poison did more damage than anyone actually realized.
I can see. Did you and Jerry get into another fight?
Are you asking out of concern for me or for him?
No, don't turn this around. Did you and Jerry have a fight tonight?
I have not seen Jerry Jacks this evening. But I was actually referring to the weeks in which I was held prisoner in my own home and nearly killed by some mystery poison with lasting effects that is still unknown. Meanwhile, my aunt refuses to sever ties with
You know
this
what?
man. and
Enough. How many times you want to bring that up? I'm his attorney, that's it.
You're right, it's not worth discussing.
That was fast.
No, I'm just trying to adhere to your wishes.
No,
that's all.
you're just trying to get rid of me.
Come on, that's ridiculous.
There is something going on here, Nicholas. I just wish to God that you would trust me with the truth.
Why? It seems as though I'm trying to avoid you. It's because I don't enjoy fighting with you when we go round in circles with no resolution.
I realize that you think Jerry is a despicable human being, and with good reason. But his brother happens to be my best friend. So in an effort to protect him and to help you, I am trying to keep Jerry out of trouble. Now, if you have a problem with that, honestly, I want to discuss it with you, but in a rational manner.
Okay. You're a grown woman. You're entitled to your opinions. Doesn't mean I have to agree with them, but I do love and respect you. So, I will attempt to not criticize your relationship with Jerry Jacks, professional or otherwise, but in return, I would appreciate a bit of tolerance.
There's something more going on here than you're letting on. And when you're ready to tell me about it, know that I will be right here to help you.
Alexis, forget your snack. Hi.
Hey, how was your ride?
It's okay. Just a little distracted. I was wondering if you were gonna say anything. But, I saw you take the burnt scrap from my shirt from the fireplace last night when you got home, and
There was blood on it, Nicholas. And Jerry was brought into GH last night with a stab wound.
is Jerry all right?
I think so.
Did he say who attacked him?
No, he was unconscious when I left the hospital.
Any witnesses?
Not that I know of, Nicholas. He was found in an alley off of 3rd Street. Nicholas, how did you get blood on your shirt? And why did you burn it?
I don't know. The last thing I remember, I'm talking to you at the hospital. The next thing I know, I'm sitting in an alley on 3rd Street, holding a bloody knife.
What did you do with the knife?
Well, at the time, I kept it because this detective came up, and he's a new guy, somebody I've never met before. I think his name was, I don't know, Harper? Is it?
Did he see you with a knife?
No, because I hid it from him.
What was Detective Harper doing there? Does he suspect anything?
He was just following up on the guy who got loose at the police station. I only spoke to him for a few minutes, and I walked away.
Wait, so where's the knife now?
I took it with me on the launch and tossed it halfway across the channel. There was blood on it. There was blood on my shirt. I wasn't hurt, so it certainly wasn't mine.
Nicholas, you burned your shirt because you thought that it might implicate you.
I don't know what I thought, honestly. Just acting on instinct, that's all.
You hate Jerry. You attacked him right here in this room in a blind rage.
Yeah, I know. But for all we know, the knife was laying on the ground, and I just picked it up somewhere.
If Jerry IDs you as his attacker, then you could be charged with attempted murder.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? I mean, we're not sure that it was me. We're not positive that it was me.
We need to get medical confirmation of your blackouts.
No.
Okay?
Thank goodness it's you. Any of my other former hostages would have gladly forced a pillow on my face.
Why do you assume you're safe with me?
Well, you're too principled to commit outright murder. Although some people push their limits, have been known to act in surprising ways.
No, you're right about me, Jerry. As much as I hate you and what you've done, I don't believe in paying violence back with violence.
It's a pity your boyfriend doesn't feel the same.
But you mean the day you and Nicholas got into a fight at Windermere?
No, I mean last night when your boyfriend stabbed me without provocation. You see, attempted murder is a serious offense. I mean, Nicholas might not get out of prison until his son's in high school.
Nicholas didn't do this. And Jerry, you're lying.
And why would I?
Because you get a perverse thrill out of making people suffer. And in this case, you have something to hold over Nicholas's head.
That's an interesting theory. But I've gotten all I needed out of Nicholas.
Whatever you've told the police, we
You
can
see,
disprove it.
despite Nicholas's mounting hostility, I felt unusually charitable when the police were questioning me, and I covered for him.
Wait, you're protecting Nicholas? After he supposedly stabbed you?
That's right. I described my attacker as a tall man with blonde or grey hair and a mustache.
Because that's who you saw.
Do you want me to describe what Nicholas was wearing last night? I didn't think so.
Why are you protecting him?
Well, you know, I owe his aunt, Alexis, for providing excellent and unbiased legal representation, and I have to admit that I've developed quite a soft spot for you in turn, Emily. You know, you're a kind-hearted soul, and I mean, I'm just justifiably cruel to you.
What, am I supposed to thank you?
Well, no, I think you should conserve your energy by focusing on Nicholas. You see, he came at me out of nowhere and stabbed me without provocation, and it's safe to say that there's something seriously wrong with Prince Cassadine, don't you think?
So I just spoke with Lucky. He said that Jerry gave a description of the man who attacked him, and it wasn't me.
Well, I just saw Jerry at the hospital. And he said that you were the one who attacked him in the alley.
And then he's lying.
You can't remember what happened tonight.
I know. Look, it's no secret that I absolutely hate Jerry Jacks. I mean, he's certainly given me plenty of reasons, and I know that I lost that chunk of time. But I can't see myself just stabbing the man. You know me better than that. You know the thing that I fear the most about all this is what if I were to hurt you during one of these blackouts, right? But you said that I wasn't capable of that it wasn't my nature, so maybe.
Nicholas, I know that you would never hurt me.
It's just that when Jerry walked into our home yet again, I admitted I snapped, I attacked him, I did it. But we both know that he'll lie for any reason. So why can't you believe that he's lying when he says that I'm the man who tried to stab him to death? Unless you've seen me react that violently before during a blackout and you're just keeping it from me.
No, I would never do that.
Excuse me.
Wait, where are you going?
To get some answers.
Why'd you cover for Nicholas with the police?
Oh, come on, Jax. I held the man hostage. I poisoned him. I mean, some might even think that I had it coming, including you. I'm not going to fool myself into believing that you've actually forgiven me.
Okay, you know what?
Hello? So tell me, why did you lie to Emily?
Oh, I'm not sure I follow.
Well, you told her that I was the one who stabbed you.
Oh, no need for games. It's you and I here, Cassadine. Just like we were in the alley when you tried to fillet me.
So tell me what happened.
What would you like to know? You came up to me and you stabbed me without so much as a threat or by your leave. It's embarrassing, really. Either I misread you or I'm getting soft.
A little less rhetoric and a little more details.
Oh,
would
you
be
have
nice.
nothing to worry about. I give the police the description of a man that looks nothing like you.
Who was it then?
Oh, you know better than anyone. You were there.
But I'd like to know your version. What was said, what the knife looked like, things like that.
You don't remember, do you?
You're lying. I didn't stab you.
That's why you were asking about the side effects of the poison. You've lost your mind, or at least lost your memory.
Hey, I'm glad you're home.
So I went to see Jerry.
Did he help you remember what happened in the alley?
Well, he can't open his mouth without lying, so if he says I'm the man who stabbed him, why would I believe him? Why would you?
I know, Nicholas, but how do we explain you being on 3rd Street with a bloody knife in your hand right around the time Jerry was stabbed?
3rd Street is the route I take to the launch. Maybe the knife I found was dropped by the person who actually did attack Jerry. Maybe the knife isn't even really the knife.
Okay, there's no use speculating about things that we don't know. You're having mood swings and blackouts, and they're getting more frequent. So let's just get you some help before something irrevocable happens.
Okay. I'll have every conceivable test run until we can figure out what's happening to me.
Nicholas, it could be temporary, okay? Or something managed with medication.
All my life, I worried about the Cassadine blood that runs through my veins. How it could turn on me. Maybe what's wrong with me has nothing to do with the poison that Jerry gave me.
Nicholas, you're not like the other Cassadines. You're a kind and loving man, and I believe in you.